do you say we welcome our host for today's show? Abby Girl is blessed with a silky voice that the local and international roots communities have been buzzing about for years. Abby's been singing since she was a kid in rural Tennessee, first in a small church congregation where no musical instruments were used and all the harmonies were present. From that insular beginning, Abby fell in love with R&B and country music and kept embracing more sounds until her interests spanned much of the globe. That scope was enriched by time she spent living in East Africa and staying with relatives in Trinidad and Tobago. She possesses a broad range and can croon in a high soprano on songs like Angel Baby. She can belt it out like Laverne Baker and moan way down low like Big May Bell.
Your world is not your own. You can feel it in your bones. Come on, you better leave today.
Raised in the Tennessee Hills, Abby's first influences including listening to bluegrass at town fairs and exploring her Tennessee grandmother's rhythm and blues records. Abby Girl has thrilled audiences at Viva Las Vegas, Nashville Boogie, Doheny Blues Festival, Viva East, and many, many more. She has shared stages with artists like Wanda Jackson, Big Sandy and his Fly Right Boys, Deke Dickerson, James Inveld, Los Straitjackets, Junior Watson, Kid Ramos, and many, many more of those artists who are now her fans and her mentors. Abby recently landed a gig on the 2021 Summer Jamboree in Senigallia, Italy. The media has said that Abby Girl is blessed with an impressive voice which echoes Patsy Cline, a vintage sound that will also appeal to fans of early country music or rock and roll. Abby Girl and The Real Deal have come up with a remarkable album. From the rollick and roll of Jimmy McCracklin's Georgia Slop to the low-down growl of Etta James in the Basement, it's a rich collection of R&B where Abby justifiably includes an original titled Calling Me Home. It's equal parts creative and satisfying. Watch for the release date soon of that album, Calling Me Home. Please welcome to Eclectic American Roots, Abby Girl.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Miss TAMMI SAVOY. All right. Hey, TAMMI, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
It's so wonderful to see you. And that beautiful fixture on the wall behind you looks like you have a crown on from Casa de... You're familiar with Casa de Flores, right? That makes all the beautiful hair flowers for the stars in the scene. Well, I'm so happy to get to talk to you about R&B because this is the music we do, right?
Absolutely.
You are one of the queens of R&B in the current scene. In fact, I remember seeing one festival you were at with Shanda and with Miss Donna from the High Jivers, and they billed you as the queens of R&B. What was it like performing that festival and being one of three women in your scene?
That was amazing. I think what you're referring to is the Rhythm Riot in England. It was amazing. And I also did a tribute to Ruth Brown there as well while I was there. So that was really fun. And Shanda was a part of that as well. So it was a really fun experience.
Fantastic. Well, I know you have been the toast of the scene since you emerged fully formed just a couple of short years ago. You've taken the R&B scene by storm. I have a question for you. What is it about R&B music that makes it something that you want to perform live,
Um,
resonate with you?
yeah, I'll just say that it's just something that I've always been passionate about. Something that's just been with me my whole life. Growing up with my parents, I listened to so many different genres of music, and for some reason, that's the one that stuck. For
Right,
me.
right. Well,
Yeah, so.
I'm curious, what do fans tell you? Because I know there are younger fans in the scene that
Mhm,
are having to be introduced to R&B through their parents or
mhm.
whatever. But and there are people who have, collected old records for a long time. And so when they hear someone like you who sounds so authentic and so natural in that genre, I mean, what kind of feedback have you gotten from people? Have people said anything that was interesting or noteworthy about the way you perform R&B?
Oh yes. Yeah, I get I get a lot of comments. I'm not even sure. I, but what really is near and dear to me is when I get the uh, the sons and daughters of the actual artists that approach me, and they tell me like how amazing it is that I'm keeping their parents' music alive. Because I've been contacted by Ruth Brown's son, and he loves it. He's always like encouraging me to keep going, and also Priscilla Bowman's daughter. Her name is Gail Price. She's in Kansas City, Missouri, and she's always like saying that she loves that I'm keeping her mom's music alive, and that just makes me feel so good.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I know that you've written numbers with Chris that you're selling now, right? What are the two original two? I know you have more than that, but
Yeah.
what are the two that are out there in circulation available for purchase?
Oh, right. So right now, Chris, he wrote Big Baby, and that one, he actually originally wrote that, and Wanda Jackson liked that song. So
Oh,
when he wanted to use it on her album, um, but then we released it, and I guess since so many years had passed by, he didn't think that she was going to use it, so we used it, for a single. And then come to find out, they wanted to use it.
oh, cute. I've heard of that happening to other big artists before.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was kind of a funny story about that. I'm like, well, I hope that she still uses it. Like, I think she's supposed to come out with something produced by Joan Jett, I believe.
Ah.
Yeah.
So Big Baby, there's a great Botflix video with that too,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, absolutely. Hmm.
Right, that folks can see. And yeah. So what is it like working with Chris Casello and your bandmates when you're putting your set list together and you're deciding,
It's
what is your
never a dull
approach?
moment, I'll say that.
What is your approach to how you're going to do the songs? Like,
So when we first started, I had like a whole list of songs that I liked, and I, approached him about it. And so what he did was he just went through and chose the ones that he was able to play, because a lot of them, they were like big band songs, and so he had to, make it so that he'd be able to play it on the guitar and everything. So he chose the ones that he was able to play. And he also contributed to the set list as well and brought a few songs that he knew that he had done in the past. So that helped a whole lot too to get the set list going. And the fact that he already had his own show. When we first started and didn't have as many songs, he would throw in some of his songs as well.
right.
So yeah, but now we've managed to, bring more songs to the set and everything. So, but it's always it's interesting. It's really interesting.
Well, it was really encouraging to me to see how well received you were at AMERIPOLITAN the year that you won. I was so happy to be, in the category with you and to be you on. I have to share with you, I remember being in the green room with all the artists, and everyone was buzzing about you. And I remember hearing Andrew Himmler from the Delta Bombers talking to another guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, who are the nominees for female rockabilly this year?" "Oh, well, Tammy Savoy." I'm like, "Come on, Tammy Savoy." It was like, say no more. Tammy Savoy, she's destined for it.
Can't put the rain back in the sky. Can't ask the baby not to cry. And no matter how you try, you can't do a wrong thing right. You can't turn back the hands of time. No one can read another's mind. You can't unsay what's been said. You can't bring back a love that's dead. But you can cry all night long. Walk the floor till morning comes. But there ain't nothing you can do when your lover don't love you.
So, what is helping keep you grounded and energized and hopeful for the future during these uncertain times when we're dealing, with so many things, so many challenges in the world right now? What helps you most as an artist to stay grounded and optimistic about your future?
I would definitely say like working on new music really does help. I've been learning a lot of new songs since I've been home and everything, and that's been helping a whole lot. And the fact that I'm here with my family and everything helps too, because we've actually been writing a lot of songs together.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and before I didn't have time to really do that with my family, so it's kind of good that we're all together and we get to help each other out. So that's been very fun.
Very
to do that.
special.
And then my daughter is learning ukulele. She's teaching herself how to play ukulele, and she started the beginning of April, and she's already she's doing so good. So, and then we write songs together. Me and my husband, we've been working together writing songs. It's been really, it's been tough, dealing with the situation, but I'm enjoying, working together with them. So this one is I Ain't Giving Up Nothing, and it's by Priscilla Bowman, who I mentioned in the interview.
If you want me to love you, you gotta love me too. If you want me to hug you, you gotta hug me too. 'Cause I ain't giving up nothing if I can't get something from you. If you want me to kiss you, you gotta kiss me too. If you want me to miss you, you gotta miss me too. 'Cause I ain't giving up nothing if I can't get something from you. Well, loving pretty baby ain't a one-way avenue. If you want me to love you, know what you got. You gotta prove it too. If you want my heart, babe, bring the heart that's true. 'Cause I ain't giving up nothing if I can't get something from you. You love me, you gotta prove it too. If you want my heart, babe, bring the heart that's true. 'Cause I ain't giving up nothing for nothing. I ain't giving up nothing for nothing. I ain't giving up nothing if I can't get something from you.
And that's our show. Thanks for joining us for the Women of R&B. And remember to please use the tip jar to show your appreciation to Abby Girl, Tammy Savoy, Shonda Cisneros, Angela Teeny, and Miss Mac. Special thanks to Big Sandy for supplying the great videos and commentary today. We want you around next week for our Ranch House Pickin' Party with Dave Stuckey and Sage Guyton, hosting with Carl Sonny Leyland's tribute to Moon Mullican, the king of the hillbilly piano players. As long as you support our shows, Christopher Burkhart's Eclectic American Roots e-broadcasts will continue. Until then, remember to stay positive. Just don't test positive.